But there are challenges at every stage that you go to, whether it be in business and in life and in your health, whatever it is you're doing, you get, and then you plateau. Okay. And so I'm going to say something and I'm going to back it up. Okay. And then you guys feel free to push back on this, but I will submit to you. It is harder. It is more difficult. It's more trying. It is a longer process to make your first $1,000 in business for yourself than it is that $500,000 a year. Lindsay's just looking at me. It's harder. It is more trying. It's more difficult to make. And don't get caught up in numbers. Maybe the first $10,000 or whatever it is.
Okay, that's where you lost me.
Yeah, but that first level of success
took me 28 days, and I was annoyed.
It's more difficult, and I'll tell you why. When you are first starting out now, but see, here's the thing: you're talking about when you started TW3, right? Mm-hmm. You weren't starting as an entrepreneur; you had already been an entrepreneur.
Right. Oh, that's true.
You were just taking some things that you've already developed, some skill sets that you've already had, some mindsets that you already had, and you were repurposing them and reapplying them to TW3.
Right.
So you weren't starting from ground zero.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm talking about the person that is starting from ground zero. That man, that woman, that child that has always worked for someone, always had a job.
With a paycheck,
working for some SOB, that's some other boss. You know.
Oh, really?
Why? What did you think I meant?
Shots fired.
What? But, you know, it is more difficult, I find, for someone that's just starting to make that first level of success than it is for them to go from 250 to 500,000. It is. And I'll tell you why. First thing, when you first start in business, you're going to have buyer's remorse, because to start a business, what do you have to first do?
Shell out a chunk of change.
Spend out. Why? Why do you have to spend money?
You have to invest to earn.
Invest in what?
Yourself.
Well, the
tools,
products,
the products, the inventory.
You've got all this stuff that you're having to invest in, and also beyond the money, the time.
Mm-hmm. It's education.
You got
to learn what to do.
Learn what to do. So there's always the first thing that once you invest, the first thing you've got to overcome is buyer's remorse. Oh my God, what did I just do? I remember the first business I got involved with. I stayed up that night. I stayed up all night. I'm like, oh God, he got me excited. He got me all jazzed up. And then I'm just, I'm trying to blame it on, my decision on someone else. I wouldn't have done it if so-and-so hadn't, he playing that music and got that cadence and just, he knows I'm weak for that. So there's buyer's remorse. Then there's the stress of new responsibility. Oh man, I've got to do this. I got to do this, It's, I'm everything. I've got to do the marketing. I got to do the advertising. Got to do the inventory. Got to do the selling. Got to do, so all of a sudden the responsibility of owning something, mm-hmm. because
overwhelming.
It's a little overwhelming. And then there's what you allude to, that big learning curve, mm-hmm. right?
The first 6 weeks is like boot camp.
I'm learning a new business or product. I'm learning new tools of the trade, because every trade you go in, doesn't matter if you're a diesel mechanic, it doesn't matter if you're a web programmer, there are new tools to that trade that you've got to learn, right? New tools. You got a new training style. Okay. The business I'm in now, is this goofy sounding redneck from South Carolina, and I'm from the Northeast, and he doesn't make sense to me. He's always alluding to these, things that make no sense, because there's no point of reference for if I yell, get ready. There's some people in certain circles that get that.
Sure.
And
not me.
Well, you're not in that circle.
People will be like, so where are y'all exactly located? Like when people get to talk to me because they've come through the website.
Yeah.
I'll be like, we're in South Carolina.
That explains it.
Yep.
Were y'all cousins?
Neighbors.
But there's a new training, you know, Bam Bam, when we interviewed him, one of the hardest things that took him a while is because the training that we do is mostly video. Okay. And it's presented by yours truly. He's out in San Diego. His learning style, he likes the one-on-one, the person and talking, you know, and working it out. That's his learning style.
Yeah.
Okay. That doesn't make him better, worse, and that's his learning style. Well, we're a web-based company, so there's no way I can sit down or anybody else could. So that took some time. So in stage one, that's why I always tell people, if you can make it out of stage one, you are already 70% of the business pressure has just been dealt with.